Hi, girls. I am truly happy you've decided to listen to another episode with me today. I spend a lot of time researching and crafting these scripts to give you the psychological edge you deserve. So if you find these insights helpful, please leave a like on the video. It really helps the YouTube algorithm promote my work to other women who are ready to reclaim their power. I also love hearing from you, so feel free to leave a comment or ask a question. I read every single one, and seeing how much you enjoy this content truly makes my day. Today, we are talking about the infinite Enigma effect. Most women are taught that to be loved is to be understood. We are raised with the idea that total transparency and vulnerability are the ultimate goals of a romantic connection. We feel this urge to tell our whole story, to share every fear, every dream, and every mundane detail of our day, thinking that this level of openness will create a deeper bond. But in the world of dark psychology and high-level attraction, we understand a much harsher truth. Transparency is the death of desire. The moment a person feels they have solved you, the moment they believe they know exactly how you will think, act, and react, is the moment they begin to lose interest. Human beings are biologically wired to be hunters of information. We are captivated by what we do not yet possess and bored by what is fully revealed. The infinite enigma effect is the art of becoming a moving target, a puzzle with an infinite number of layers that he can spend a lifetime trying to peel back, yet never reaching the core. To understand why this works, we must look at the Zygarnik effect, a psychological phenomenon that states the human brain remembers uncompleted or interrupted tasks much better than completed ones. When you give someone the full picture of who you are, the task of knowing you is complete in their mind. They file you away under a specific label and stop putting in the mental labor required to keep the connection alive. But when you provide only fragments, when you show contradictory traits, and when you keep your deepest motivations tucked away in the shadows, you create an open loop in his brain. He becomes obsessed with closing that loop. He spends his quiet moments replaying your conversations, trying to find the patterns, trying to find the real you. By remaining an enigma, you ensure that you occupy his mental real estate long after the date is over. The infinite enigma isn't about lying or being intentionally confusing. It is about strategic disclosure. It is about the information gap. Think of your personality as a vast territory, and you only ever give him a small, hand-drawn map of one tiny corner. Just when he thinks he has mastered that corner, you reveal a mountain range or a hidden valley he never knew existed. You might be the highly logical, professional woman during the day, but then reveal a sudden, deeply intuitive and spiritual side at night. You might appear calm and composed, but then share a brief, intense passion for something completely unexpected, like vintage racing or obscure poetry. These contradictions are the keys to the enigma. They prevent him from putting you in a box. They force him to realize that no matter how much time he spends with you, there is always more to discover. This dynamic shifts the power in your favor because it keeps him in a perpetual state of active pursuit. In most relationships, the pursuit ends after the first few months. But with the infinite enigma, the pursuit never ends because the prize is never fully won. He stays engaged, he stays curious, and he stays invested because the game of understanding you is the most rewarding thing in his life. He begins to view you as a rare, complex masterpiece that requires constant study. While other women are becoming predictable and easy to read, you remain a mystery that demands his full attention. You are teaching him that your essence is not a commodity that can be bought with a few dinners. It is a luxury that must be earned, one layer at a time. A crucial part of maintaining this effect is your own independence. An enigma is only an enigma if she has a world that doesn't revolve around the observer. If you are always available, always explaining your whereabouts, and always sharing your inner thoughts without being asked, the mystery evaporates. You must have hobbies he doesn't fully understand, friends he doesn't always see, and thoughts that you keep entirely to yourself. When he asks what you are thinking, you don't always have to give him a full report. A small, knowing smile and a simple, nothing you need to worry about is often more powerful than 1,000 words. You are creating a boundary between his world and your inner sanctum. This boundary is what keeps him leaning in, trying to catch a glimpse of what lies behind the curtain. There is a subtle power in silence and in the things you choose not to say. Most people talk too much because they are afraid of the vacuum. But you, as a master of the enigma, should embrace the vacuum. Let him fill the silence with his own curiosity. When you do share something personal, let it be like a rare gem, precious, unexpected, and given only when the moment is right. This makes your words have 10 times the weight of anyone else. He will cherish the small pieces of yourself that you choose to reveal because he knows they were not given away cheaply. He will feel like an explorer who has found a hidden treasure, and that feeling is what creates a lifelong obsession. As you master this, you will notice that he becomes more protective of you and more attentive to your needs. He isn't doing this because you asked him to. He is doing it because he views you as something of immense value that he hasn't fully claimed yet. The infinite enigma effect ensures that the honeymoon phase never truly dies. It keeps the tension alive. It keeps the attraction sharp. You are not a book he has already read. You are a library of infinite volumes, and he is the dedicated scholar who will never be finished with his research. By holding back the full truth of who you are giving him the greatest gift a man can receive, the gift of a challenge that never ends. Remember, the goal is not to be cold, but to be deep. It is not to be distant, but to be layered. You want him to feel your warmth, but you want that warmth to come from a source he can't quite locate. You are the architect of your own mystery, and the more he tries to solve you, the more he will lose himself in the process. This is how you create a devotion that transcends the physical and the superficial. This is how you make him spend a lifetime, making sure he never loses the woman he can never fully know. Thank you for listening to me. I truly value the community we are building here. Follow me if you want to hear more about the secrets of the human mind and how to use them to your advantage. I have many more surprises planned for you in the future.